세러네이 쇼다운 BFX 대 OK 저축은행
It's going to be a rough lane, I feel like, with the amount of poke, and you can also, D+ could go something like the Nico support, and then you have a lot of harass in the bot lane for D+, that would really be threatening, so... Actually, look at the Alistar, though. I mean, Alistar's super high prio, very tanky, but I do feel like Into the Braum specifically, it's not as free of a matchup, but it does give you a very bulky front line.
I'm not going to lie, I'm a little worried about this red side Rumble. If he does 0 damage all game, Freak told you so.
Damage off, and it's getting blocked or negated, so... I actually think as long as D+ don't get a big lead, BNK BFX might actually find favor when we get to those 5v5s.
Well, they're already finding some favor here in this lane, as we can see. Diablo just needs one double tap, and that's going to get the heal out from Beryl. Already drawing summoner spells.
That may well come in a second.
Yeah, it does mean that Aiming misses out on quite a bit of farm. Of course, was our Gold King last week as well. Diablo going to just barrier for the fun of it, I guess. Aiming for this Gromp. And a lot of vision already picked up. Just the blue buff going to be taken here by Raptor. As Lucid not going to have a whole lot of staying power here in this early game on this Sejuani. Not necessarily known as your ability to bully things out. As, oh dear, Lucid looking to come on over and smite this away, but it goes into the brush. Raptor really nicely played. As Aiming going to be cleansing pretty early. Double pole comes on in there from Beryl, but then he has to flash. Lucid's coming on over, looking to try and get something done, but Raptor comes in, Wind becomes Lightning, and Beryl, I don't think he's going to be able to help the Sejuani here. And with that Winter's Bite landing, Kellen really managing to keep his aim up with that one.
Are stronger, like, you're not going to let a fake Rachobi get his either, is what I'm saying.
Oh, they're looking for Beryl. They'll find him there as well. Wind becomes Lightning, but a headbutt to get out of the way. Still, it's first blood that goes over to Raptor. And playing around this bottom lane has been the aim of the game, and they have succeeded.
Yeah, punishing that lack of flash on Beryl, finding the angle with the concussive blows. Great execution there.
Wrapping around. Oh, no. Shu is going to see the Xin Zhao coming in, as there's the equalizer, but it's a great exhaust to make sure that she is probably going to have to use his flash. There it is, Wind becomes Lightning. Some more needlework is going to come on through there, and in fact wasn't even necessary as Clear locks down another one. BNK just really looking good everywhere.
I think that's one of the big priorities. You know, I think you talk about what was implemented in... Oh, seen a 5-star.
Yeah, Arctic Assault does come on through there. Permafrost will come down, but Braum just going to give him the door. Showmaker not able to come over in time, but they do get full vision control in this river.
Yeah, as I was saying, you talk about the big changes to competitive League of Legends that have really made it better. Second place Fearless draft, first place Tempo vibes.
Oh yeah.
100%.
That's how it works. He is sweeping his way up towards this Rift Scuttler. Blue's just going to immediately come over, try and bully him out here. There's a nice knock-up. Permafrost comes in as Showmaker might be able to get enough damage as the Crescent Guard does come on through. Wind becomes Lightning. It's a lot of damage onto Showmaker, and he just cleans it up. Vikla looks for the angle. The flash out from Showmaker gets him over the wall, and now Clear could be in trouble as well. The Permafrost comes down. The Harpoons connect, and Shu picks one up, and DK right back in it.
That entire play could have been negated from a flash over the wall.
Oh man,
we're now in trouble.
Yeah, there is no ulti here. That's a great knock-up from Showmaker. Not able to get quite enough damage down, but man, BNK have started it up. Beryl and Aiming moving in. We do have a Sejuani on her way. The ulti from Kellen goes completely wide though, and Lucid just walks on over. Beryl manages to pick it up because he just collects himself a smite. Now the equalizer is cooking all of them. Still, they're able to get themselves out. Orcs, you've got to pay attention, man. My God.
Colored shirts. Oh, there you go.
What do salmons do? They swim upstream, Orcs. That's what they do. Yeah, that's precisely what is happening here. Look at that salmon. Look at him go. Inside track there for Showmaker, though, who does get control of that wave quite nicely.
Bringing the Gwen in.
Yeah, teleport to come on forward as Aiming gets slowed down. Winter's Bite will connect as Showmaker goes over the wall. Piercing Arrow does a lot of work as the culling comes down, and Beryl flashes on top of the Gwen, delivers her to the backline. That's almost a bad idea, but still Clear is going to get taken down. The equalizer, great position, still a flash out from Showmaker as Vikla tries to get on top of him, but he leaves Raptor to the wolves. Or the Raptors, I guess, because that's the pit that he's in. Still, they're all just, in the death chamber. That is 3 on the floor for BNK, and they are falling apart.
Honest, I am very tanky jungler right now.
Yeah, well, Emperor's Divide going to come on through there, and Showmaker just gets himself out of the way as Beryl looks for that trample stun. Kellen holds the door, but can he keep himself alive? The answer is yes, but he leaves his AD carry for the wolves, aiming, picks up the kill, but now he's in trouble. The headbutt, the heroism here from Beryl is not enough to save aiming, who is well and truly in the wrong spot. 1 for 1 as both AD carries lying on the floor. Man, they really want to kill Showmaker. They have wanted to kill him for a very long time. Vikla doesn't have ult. Kellen's going to come on over and try and lock this guy down. Maybe they could get it. The answer is yes, but still, that is a lot invested to take down this Yone.
I think Diablo's going to be back on the map, able to make his way over. Lucid's hanging around, though. If they get a steal here, this would be an absolute travesty.
Well, Rift Herald is just going to have a swim, as we can see here. Xiu moving on over, but Diablo gets on top of him. Aiming has turned back up. Flash out from Xiu, but the flash over from Diablo. It's almost suicidal, but I think it may just work. The headbutt, the pulverize onto 4, but there's no one there to do damage. And DK, they say if you guys can throw a lead, so can we.
This is what we need to do. Get the Braum passive down and just go in. The Lucian leads the charge. It's a little bit scrappy. It's a little bit messy. You ain't leaving. Oh no, the passive stacks up and you're just not able to leave. And there is the 4,000 assists. And that is the sort of fight you want to get the 4,000 assists.
Absolutely.
A hectic one like that.
Sometimes, you know, you get like 1 kill and then you're aced or something like that, and then you get the very sad milestone come up.
Special. They will get Victor's TP at a minimum. Let's see how far they're willing to go, though. Oh no.
Oh dear. Clear could be in a lot of trouble as the exhaust does come down. Pulverize connects onto Clear, but you can see Shiva is dead, and he gets it in the 1v4. Finally, he does go down, but a 1 for 1, that's not what DK were looking for, because Vikler is just taking an inner turret here on the... That's right, Diablo dashing forward. Don't know about that one. Chains of Corruption go wide, though. The Equalizer not really doing too much as Diablo with the culling. Gonna soften up this stake. Bit of a tenderizer there.
The thing is, he has red buff, so he's gonna sustain up, but he just got 2 massive ults from D+. On the back of that play, just trusting his mechanics. No cleanse, just outplays.
Well, there's the knockup onto Kellen, and he's just exploded. When Showmaker does decide to do stuff, it looks real good.
Yeah, I was talking so positively. I'm like, oh, B&K FX in a great position. Their support gets exploded. Oh!
Vikla finds the flash onto 2 of them. Great headbutt to try and taxi barrel out, but he's so incredibly low. That's a brilliant Zhonya's there from Vikla to avoid the Glacial Prison, and Lucid has to flash to get himself out of the way once again. Clear is fighting a difficult fight. Will be able to take 1, but Xiu this time is going to punish him. And Diablo looking to try and take another one down as Xiu in no man's land. And Showmaker going to get flashed on there by Raptor. Does have to flash himself away. But then you're in melee range.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, they are starting this.
Okay.
BFX will find it, but what's the health?
Beryl looking for a bit of an angle as the Equalizer goes down there as well. Vikla diving towards Xiu, but he may have dove too far as Showmaker snaps himself back. Mid laner for support, though. Decent trade here for DK.
There's no
as
towers
Raptor
here.
and Kellen looking for an angle. Teleport back available here for Xiu as well, who can recharge that health bar, aiming with the cleanse, but still going to get slowed down. Crescent Guard, that allows DK to disengage. And there is a teleport back in. Clear once again closing the gap to exhaust down onto Showmaker, and Clear is just a man possessed in this game. This guy is a monster. Why the hell did you pick the Rumble and not the Gwen?
Starts to come in. The TP's there. But he engages into 4 and just says, okay, exhaust the Yone. I'll live this initial engage barely.
Oh, the amount of needlework value he got as well was absolutely remarkable.
Second dragon going to be picked up from B&K FX here. And now a substantial lead. They're just going to go straight towards Sadakan. And B+ are nowhere near right now to contesting this.
That's 3 objectives in a row picked up here for B&K. Baron power play not exactly massive, but they already had a 5,000 gold lead. This is pretty huge. This game has very quickly slipped away from DK. They came up to a waterfall, and it wasn't one of the ones that the Salmon can actually get.
They can move up here. Clear might be in trouble, though.
Yeah, there's the knock-up, connects onto the Gwen as the exhaust is going to be put on cooldown. That could be a big deal, and in fact, he's just dead. Lucid collects it.
They just used teleport, so he's off the map for a long time. D+, this is that call for Baron. Beryl's trying to find a flank angle. He is spotted. Yeah. Baron HP is starting to drop quick.
Yeah, Diablo's health bar as well, starting to drop at the same time. There are mega cones for days here for Beryl to try and get himself back in, as there is the flash to try and lock down Xiu. Can he get the Equalizer down? The answer is no, but the Baron just goes over to DK. They're happy to collect that. Now 4 versus 4 on the Rift. Purple buffs secured And I love that. Use Shiu and manage to get yourself a Baron against the flow of play. Headbutt back from the Pigeon is okay. That's a decent amount of damage to come on through there. Onto Raptor as Aiming gets himself into a better position, but the cow's still going to go down. I think if Lucy can get himself out, it might be all right, but he does not make it, and that is a double for Diablo.
You know, with Vikla going in early, with Raptor going in early, but they managed it pretty well. The Sterex from Raptor coming in clutch. They take away a lot of Barons, and
Yeah, trying to get some damage onto Raptor here, but it looks like it will be this inhibitor to go down. Equalizer coming on through there as Clear once again back in the fray. And Shiu could just be dead here. Raptor almost destroyed his Aiming, not going to be able to cleanse that. That is just death. And with this inhibitor going down as well, it's only Showmaker and Beryl left alive, desperately trying to defend their base. It's almost a negative 2,000 gold Rebel Baron power play. Oh, these Salmon just cannot get anywhere near up this waterfall as BNK are going to take away the second inhib and looking to finish off this first game against D+ Kia. The Pulverize not going to connect there onto Vikla, finds him, goes golden, and down goes Showmaker. They collect their target. There's the culling as well, and oh my goodness, BNK, such dominance here in the early game. We'll skip the bit in the middle, and that late game was just beautiful. Man, and I think that DK didn't do themselves any favors when it came to the draft or anything like that, but man, I actually thought Showmaker had a better game than this damage graph would represent, although he did spend a lot of time inside lane. So let's see what Beryl is going to be locking away for Lucid here. As time is ticking, Lee Sin, a consideration here and will be locked in. We see so many considering this when the Trundle is locked in. It's one of the first times that we've actually seen the matchup locked away.
You have some early pressure. You have the setup from the Rise. And also the Trundle, you do have the ability to outplay things like the Pillar. We just get the Rel coming in, so another Rakan.
Diablo gets ahead. This could be almost impossible for DK to play out. Let's get another character has been coming up in so many things recently.
Yeah.
It's in the new, what was it, the new Superman movie?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Fantastic is basically
you mean Mr.
just...
Terrific.
Oh, sorry. Because of that chroma. As we've got a little bit of a gank here. Showmaker is just going to, get slowed down momentarily.
He's just
but it's otherwise just phasing the Russian. Yeah.
It's like, they're exceptions. You know, no matter how nerfed or weak the champion is, it doesn't really matter. Keen Sante.
Yeah.
Shiwan Bessa.
Showmaker gets the phase rush. There's the flash forward! Oh! And the Q's enough! Takes down the Ari. I think that was a caster minion hit.
Compared to the Ambessa. We are going to see that replay.
Yeah, let's have a look at this again.
He's so
Must
low
have been
mana
pretty
as well.
perfect scorch damage. Oh, man. Honk. Oh, and the emote timing, just gorgeous. As of course, that's automatically what comes up. It does. Now there's a whole lot more Zenyatas in the world.
Yeah,
that's what changed.
Wishes the game would change quickly, so he wouldn't have to be in this situation.
Can we change games? Please let me change games. I want to instantly teleport to somewhere else, as a plate is going to be taken here. The rail comes on over, though, so she, behind this turret, is not exactly safe, as Clear also just not able to really farm and aiming, collecting plate money, and just being a happy Inara.
Yeah, this is a weird situation, because it started off looking really dire for the Renekton. But in the end, I mean, Diablo's just free farming. I mean, Clear isn't farming, but he's soaking XP. This is like a 4-man bot.
Yeah, and there's an extra fight going on elsewhere as well, as she is just fighting Kellen off to the side. Diablo's by himself in the top lane.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to connect there as Beryl. Walking on back towards his top side. The grubs on the mines of BNK. Sheila and Clear fighting aggressively here. There's the crash down as Lucy gets a kickback. Special delivery as Aiming grabs his first kill of the game. And BNK, I don't think they're contesting this now.
I feel like it's going to be really important to get him in to these fights. This was a little bit unfortunate because the charm was thrown out and misses before the Rel CC. If you wait for the Rel CC, you can layer it a lot easier, but also Kai'Sa's so far away, wasn't even part of the fight.
Very happy about that. He'll augment that with some plates as well.
I don't think he even needs it, though.
Hold it. Okay, in, then out again. Shiu may just be dead, but Showmaker, looking to see what he can do, as Clear did have to move out of the ult, because I think that was going to spell his death anyway. Still Clear is going to survive.
Then just throwing a charm out. Oh,
Lucid just stealing it away. That's very frustrating. Still has kick. They do want to disengage. Gets the kick flash though. Delivers it over to Showmaker. One more auto would have been enough, but there's the Yunara picking up the kill. The snare connects onto Diablo, has to cleanse and flash. Now Kellen is going in. There are 4 people here, but now the Croc is going to show up. And Lucid dashes on over, but he's so slippery. And B&K, they're just dizzy.
They're not handling this well. Look at them huddled under the tower for warmth, trying to get out of this situation.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is so sad. This is perfect for Nico as well.
If only they still had kick. That's like a 4-man knockup.
Yeah.
Oh, they're bobbing for apples. They're just bobbing for apples right now.
Okay, they got one out. They got one safe. Raptor's coming over.
Oh, dear. Well, Raptor is going to come on through. There is a Beryl just dead.
Deep. Guys, just let the Grump go. And they lost so much more because they couldn't let the Grump go.
Well, now they might be letting the Ambessa go, as the flash does have to be used there by Shu. Aiming, in the meantime, is playing PvE League of Legends. This is the single target version. The single player version. It's been the Blade of the Ruined King. It's not the fact that Pays was playing.
Well, that's two factors. But the 3 builds have either been... Oh, seen a fight start.
Yeah, he doesn't have flash, guys.
And
he is very dead.
Yeah, the 3 start names has been like Unital,
Umbrella.
Yeah, and I didn't have it
sad
today.
that you don't have it today.
Because it wasn't forecast, so I didn't think to bring it.
Well, Shu didn't think to bring his flash to this little play, so he instead decides to outplay it, gets a flash out from Kellen, and if he hadn't have flashed, he was dead.
More than other people. I'm convinced.
Player mastery is a thing, guys, as Lucid is just going to kick Diablo to his death. Showmaker collects that one. Just realm warps his way underneath his turret. That gets taken down as Vikla. That is not where you want to be teleporting to, my friend. And that is a killing spree for the Yunara. Aiming is just being delivered money. Exhaust going to be employed here onto Beryl. There is a blast cone though. That delivers a crocodile towards the Nico.
So you lose that bot lane tier 2.
In a tier 2.
Yeah, probably going to lose that too, unless they're looking to make a play.
Yeah, Raptor coming on over, aiming in melee range with a Trundle doesn't feel... Oh, never mind, it feels fantastic. Lucid now coming on over, there's the flash forward. Pop Blossom collects the 2 of them, is aiming now, free hitting! And he gets dove on top of. That's Vikla locking down that kill, and Beryl is dead at the same time. Clear likely to be taken down, and now Lucid has to flash, and Showmaker needs to get this damage down as she with the public execution, but it's not where it wants to be, and Showmaker just dead on the back end of the fight. Lucid now having to run away, and B&K, there is so much to get. They've got bounty gold, there's an Otacon available. They may have just found their way back into this game. There's the flash charm, and down goes Lucid. Nothing he can do about it. That is a gorgeous little leash into this Otacon play.
What a gold swing in favor of B&K Fear Rex. Should be able to get this and the dragon off the back of it. I should be able to pick this up as well.
Yeah, Beryl not going to be able to steal that one away, as Raptor will be able to secure the first Ocean Dragon of the game. Showmaker coming in, trying to make the best of a bad situation, but I think it's just going to remain a bad situation. Never mind, we are realm warping to try and get on top of Diablo. Still, the turret does go down.
Yeah, just to headbutt the bat so hard, it rebounded.
Yes, into the head of DK.
Yes, I think that's what we were met with. Oh, clear?
Not sure what we're doing here. He gets rune prisoned and is now very, very low. Has to use the ulti. Pop Blossom collects 2. They need to protect the president, though. It's aiming. Oh, public execution! Catches Kellen! This is what this comp does. Just isolates a target, destroys them. And DK back on the horse.
Explode them and then immediately start moving on to the next one. There can't be really any hesitation.
Well, Shu might be in a little bit of trouble. Does have to flash as Clear is coming in. They had no idea, and just pop goes the Ambassa. Flash Magnustorm comes through as the exhaust is down onto aiming, but it's a fantastic re-engage. Beryl still likely to fall down, though, and there is the Realm Warp to get them to safety. Still 2 for 1. It is great for B&K.
Showmaker and aiming alive are very threatening. It's a 3v4. I think they still go for the contest. Nicholas on an angle, but he's been spotted.
Yep, they spot him out. Over Deception doesn't quite go in here as Lucid. Very scary. There's the flash out of the way of the charm. And Showmaker trying to come on through. There is Clear diving on top of aiming. The pillar goes down. It's beautifully placed. But still, Showmaker is so dangerous. Diablo, Supercharger comes through, and Showmaker is just being kited and destroyed. They get the Baron and they win the fight.
This team feels so much more controlled than we've ever seen them be.
Yeah. This is a great look for B&K as Diablo, that Supercharger, just denying Showmaker. Yeah. Well, Realm Warp is just going to deliver some minions to this inhibitor
guys,
turret. Wait a second.
Backdoor, guys. You can't. You have Baron. Just there's no way this can't happen again. We've had too many of these.
Well, I mean, he can get this turret if he sticks around. And there it is. So
Aiming.
Oh,
Only has a Hex String to wrap that damage.
what do we, okay, well, Vickler is going to dive forward, doesn't find the charm as Lucer trying to get out of there. He's so low. Killer Instinct comes down and they manage to take him. There's a 5-man Pop Blossom, but followed up with an absolutely beautiful Magnet Storm. And BNK are just saying, nah, it's not about the objectives. We heard from Orcsy, you're supposed to kill Nexuses, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Or is it Nexi? They're going to kill some Nexi. This is the second one. And it's a 2-0. Wolf knew, the only one of us that knew, and now has another customer for his pizza, which I think you should just buy it anyway because it's delicious this year.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I think I'm like 50-50 at this point in time. As Clear is going to get it, as I said, seeing through the haze, and then you see the clear.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POMW translation. We're here with Clear on the side of BNK Fear X after that clean 2-0 against D plus Kia. You overcame the trend and broke the losing streak. How do you feel? We won against D plus Kia today. After I joined BNK Fear X, I don't think we've actually won against D plus Kia before, so I'm actually really proud that we're able to get that victory today. And I want to talk to you about the Game 1 draft. After they picked Yone, you guys banned Maokai and Vi instead of Sejuani. So for Xin Zhao's matchup, why did you think Vi was more troublesome than Sejuani? I think it's just comp-wise. It was just more troublesome to face Vi, and I believe that we just thought that it would be better to face Sejuani instead. And Game 1, your Gwen frontlining was quite impressive, so what's the idea to always be the one to engage? During practice, I kept getting the feedback where I should be the one to show up and do something, so I really wanted to carry that out today. And the enemy blind picked Rumble, so what do you think of the Rumble-Gwen matchup? I think that's a pretty common matchup, so I've been thinking about it, but I think each of these champions, they have their own roles, very, very distinct set roles, and you just have to carry your job out. What a huge comeback in Game 2. What do you think gave you the edge to win? We're starting from behind, but I think... that one mid-team fight? I wasn't there, but I think just taking out all the Yunara's spells and just focusing her down was what really gave us the edge today. And your team fighting setup was really impressive today, and DK tends to be pretty strong head-on as well, but you outpowered them today, so what is BFX's team fighting secret? I think we have our own approach about the gameplay, which is let's just make sure that team fighting is what we focus on, doing well. So I think I'm honestly getting sick and tired of hearing, oh, we need to focus on the team fight. Team fight is everything. And I think we're just that good at team fighting because we just focus on it so much. And Kellen has reached 4,000 assists in the LCK. Would you like to congratulate him? Whenever Kellen is in the team, he just kind of felt like player 1. But when I saw his milestone, I was pretty impressed. So I would like to say congratulations on your big milestone, 4,000 assists. That's incredible. And your next opponent is CN Freaks. What is your mindset? We're on a really good momentum right now, so I want to make sure that we keep on trying and keep on performing well and take DN Freaks down as well. And that's the end of the interview with Clear, and back to the space. Thank you!